mocks APC over withdrawal of suit against Wike's executive orders. People's Democratic Party in Rivers State yesterday made a mockery of the APC over its sudden withdrawal of the latter's suit, challenging the executive orders 21 and 22 recently assented to by Governor Nyesom Ezenwo Wike. The state APC spokesperson Darlington Waju had told newsmen in Port Harcourt that the party decided to withdraw the suit from the Federal High Court, Port Harcourt, due to strategic reasons. But in its reactions yesterday, the PDP's Consolidation for New Rivers Vision Campaign Council, in a statement it issued in Port Harcourt, congratulated the APC for withdrawing what it described as clueless suit. In the statement signed by the chairman of Publicity and Communications Committee of the PDP Campaign Council, Honorable Ogbonna Nwuke, the ruling party said the APC's resolve to withdraw the matter was born out of the understanding that the matter brought before Justice Emmanuel Bile was frivolous, defective, and baseless. The statement reads in part, "We want to congratulate the APC for doing what it is right by withdrawing a frivolous and inconsequential suit brought against Orders 21 and 22. For once, the APC has told the Rivers people the truth. The truth is that it deliberately attempted to mislead public opinion by going to court. As we know now, there was never any substance in this suit. What we cannot comprehend is why the APC is trying to say it withdrew for strategic reasons. What is strategic in telling lies? Having withdrawn the suit, the APC cannot, in all honesty, claim that the executive orders are still illegal. If the executive orders and the position taken by the Rivers State House of Assembly are illegal, why did it withdraw from court? Accordingly, the claim that the APC withdrew for strategic reasons is neither here nor there. The only strategic reason that we know which led to the APC to withdraw the suit is the realization that there is no way it could win a matter that is deceitful, frivolous, defective, and baseless. The party urged the Rivers people to shun the APC, saying it was populated by pretenders. Just to add context to what this suit means, the Rivers State government had announced the signing of Executive Order 22, which prohibited the use of premises, buildings, and structures in residential areas and in urban and non-urban areas as campaign offices by political parties. And obviously, you can say this is a strategic attempt for any other party in the state, be it APC or even Labour Party, to be able to officially campaign. I mean, what do you mean residential? I mean, it's such a confusing, ambiguous order, because you then have to go into what classifies a building as a campaign office in a residential area. But then what would you say residential area is? Because a country that does not even have a proper development housing plan, how can you then identify where residential areas are or not? Because you have residential areas where there are so many businesses, you're even confused as to what is going on. You can have someone who has a house and has a shop in front of it, and you can say that in a whole street it is the same thing. Can you say it's a strictly residential area? Of course, with the ambiguities and technicalities to this order, it's like, okay, fine. If you can just decide that, well, this property is not fit for your campaign operations. For the fact that it's in a residential, urban, or it's just such an ambiguous thing. And of course, it's sort of a legal way to just start a little beef, a little fight. And the fact they've withdrawn the case, of course, PDP is sort of bloating and saying, well, it's good that you did that, calling it strategic. I mean, yes, it's kind of a baseless order. I mean, you just want to be petty, if anything. That order is such a petty order, to be honest. Like, doesn't do anything for anybody, to be honest. And so, yes, saying that it is baseless and it's either near here nor there, of course, it is right. I mean, ignoring the fact that PDP is literally acting like that child that is literally saying, oh, you see, this is not going to work. But the fact is, it is such a baseless. How can you say that? Like, the intention right there is just to frustrate efforts of political parties that, want to go about their operations. So that's pretty much, yeah. And of course, saying that it's a frivolous and inconsequential suit. It's like, when someone knows that they're in the right, but they want to add salt to your wound and literally rub it in and say, you see your life, what you started, you can't even finish it. That's literally where the the PDP stands at this moment. I mean, it's so childish. I mean, just have two big babies fighting against each other. It doesn't make sense. But yes, I mean, nonetheless, you cannot, I mean, yes, to make it giving those orders, I mean, come on, you just have intentions to frustrate other people's efforts and their political campaigns in the state. I mean, it's literally, it does not make sense. Obviously, understanding the context to what the executive orders actually were, makes, or personally for me, actually understand the case even more. And what it is just an attempt to frustrate each other's plans, to be honest. And of course, Wike doing things like this, I personally find it petty, to be honest. But again, giving context to his presidential ambitions and how things have just not worked out for him, I think it was sort of expected that, maybe this guy may actually go off the hook and, go off the rails and just do crazy things. And I think this is maybe just the beginning, or maybe it's not the beginning, just to show that he's still there and he can cause trouble, just decides to give those orders, which, come on, does not make sense. And as much as, yes, it may seem like a direct attack against PDP, but it really is an attack, what do you call it? It really is an attack over, for all other political parties that are in the state who want to, push their political ambitions there. And of course, as much as it's affecting PDP, it's going to affect, example, the Labour Party, which you can say is also a big contender in these elections. So yeah, I mean, the sudden withdrawal of the suit is like, come on, it doesn't make sense. Again, the PDP describes it as a clueless suit. I mean, these words, defective, frivolous, baseless, why are you telling lies? I mean, it's very, the suit is illegal, it is this, it is that. It's like, okay, fine, calm down, we get it. You've gotten your way, But again, it's the politics of, your country, Nigeria. So yeah, what do you think about this? I mean, do you find Wike's actions to be very petty? And PDP as well, yes, it is a win for them and also for other political parties. But why are they adamant on rubbing it in? That is the question we should also be asking. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.